Page 3 is numbered page 3, and so forth. But remember that it's quite possible that I could be starting a new city on every single page. The only time that that won't be the case is when a particular city spans more than one page. But I want to ensure that each time that a city begins, that the page numbering starts again at 1. So I'm going to go to Design View, and from the Design View, I'm going to right-click within the group header for the customer city. I'm going to then select Format Section. Now actually, if we think about it, we want the page number to be reset after the footer for that city prints. So I'm going to click on the group footer for the city, and what I want to do is reset the page number after that city prints. So I select Reset Page Number After, and then click OK to accept my change. If we now preview and take a look, go down to the lower right-hand corner so that we can view the page number. Notice that we have page 1. If I now go to the next page of the report, the next page of the report says page 1 as well. In fact, all of the pages will say page 1 unless a city's data spans more than one page. Notice that here's a case where the city's data does span more than one page. We have page 2, and if I go back a page, we'll see that it says page 1. If I scroll up to the upper left-hand corner of that page, we can take a look. And notice that we have Blacklick, and if we go to the next page, Blacklick's data should continue on the next page as well, and indeed it does. Using the Section Expert, you can also modify the background color of a particular section of your report. Notice that when you're previewing your report, that over in the margin here, you can see PH for page header, GH1 for group header 1, and then all the detail lines. And if we were to scroll downward, we would see the group footer 1 and the page footer. Instead of returning to Design View, I can also make a modification in Preview to this section using the Section Expert. Now, in general, I prefer to go to Design View just because it keeps me from getting the performance hits that are involved with being in preview mode. But I'm going to go ahead and right-click the page header, and I'm going to select Format Section right from here. What I wanted to format was the color of the page header. If we take a look, notice that there's a Color tab over here within the dialog. I'm going to click the Color tab, and I want to designate a background color. Now I can make this background color conditional by clicking on the Conditional Formatting tool. But I'm going to go ahead and make it absolute. So I'm going to select a background color, and then from the drop-down, I'm going to select yellow. Once I've done that, I'm going to click OK to accept my change. Notice that as we move from page to page, that you can see that the page header on every page is indeed yellow. We're going to do something even more exciting within the detail section of the report. If the extended price is greater than $5,000, then we're going to make the background color of the detail section a special color. First, we need to add the extended price to this report. So I'm going to click Design, and I'm going to make some adjustments to my report. I'm going to select the customer name, both the text object and the field representation, and I'm going to make them smaller. I'm also going to size and move the contact position. And I'm going to move the last year's sales. Scrolling over to the right, I'm going to move the order date and order amount as well. And now we're ready to add our extended price. To add my extended price, I'm going to bring up the Insert Fields window. I bring up the window, and I need to create a formula. But before I create that formula, right now we're just including information from the customers table as well as from the orders table. And what I want to do right now is add another table to this report. So from the database window, I can add a database to the report. I'm going to go ahead and select Extreme, and what I want to add is the orders detail table from Extreme. Select it and click OK, and verify that the relationship established between the tables is correct. Once I've done that, I'm ready to go to the Formula tab. Within the Formula tab, I'm going to create a new formula, and it's going to be called Extended Price. I click OK, and the formula editor appears, and I'm creating the formula called Extended Price. From the Order Details table, I'm simply going to take the unit price times the quantity, and that's going to become my extended price. I'm going to go ahead and check this to make sure that it's correct, which it is. And now I'm going to go ahead and save and close, and I've built that formula. I'm ready to insert that formula into my report. And I do that by clicking and dragging it to the detail section. If we preview our data by clicking the Preview tab, if I scroll over to the right and take a look, notice that some of the extended prices are greater than 5,000 and some are not. Now what we're going to do is apply our conditional formatting that looks at the extended price. So I'm going to right mouse click within the detail band, and I'm going to select Format Section, which launches the Section Expert. Again, I want to go to the Color tab with the Details section selected, but I want to do some conditional formatting. So I'm going to click the Conditional Formatting tool, and I'm going to build an if-then-else statement. Underneath Other, we have our if-then-else. I'm going to double-click if-then-else, and I'm going to check to see if the extended price is greater than 5,000. The extended price is listed right up here in the list of fields that are in my report. So I'm going to grab the extended price, and if it's greater than 5,000, then I'm going to display the background of the detail band in the color aqua. Otherwise, I'm going to display it in white. Let's check the formula and save and close and click OK to accept our changes to see what happens. Notice that any of the detail lines that are greater than 5,000 are going to appear in aqua as I scroll through the various pages. So you can see that we were successful. I'm going to go ahead and save the report. And we're ready to continue. You just learned how to format the sections of your report. You learned how to change the size of a section both manually and automatically. You also learned how to insert and delete lines. Finally, we took a really good look at the Section Expert that allows you to format all different attributes of each section of your report. It's very powerful.